Let's talk about icons. Icons are pictorial. They are in picture form. They are graphical designs, and like I said, they are in picture forms. Now, there's one thing about icons is that they are specific, they are peculiar, they are unique. They represent a particular thing. They are never the same. It's like logo. It's like you saying that this logo belongs to a particular company. But what? Every program has its own icon to know it. So an icon is a graphical design used to represent a particular thing or a particular item. An icon may represent a program file, may represent a program logo, may represent a shortcut for a program, may represent a folder, etc. Now let's look at example of icon. Computer is actually made up of icons for you to be able to recognize them, even when they don't even have an underlisted names or as an underlined name for it. You can be able to know that this is an icon for a particular file because you will soon be used to it. Now this is computer. This is an icon. Let me try to zoom it for you to see better. Alright. And let me try to zoom it for you to see better. You can see this is an icon. Now, this is an icon for Microsoft. You see, this is another icon. This is an icon. This is an icon. This is an icon. Now, you see, this icon, in fact, is so peculiar that it now becomes a logo for Microsoft Windows. Anywhere you see it, on any hardware, on anything. This is an icon too, representing Netscape Navigator for browsing. This is an icon too, representing Recycle Bin. This is an icon for computer. Let's try to see other icons. Now you can see these are all icons. Full up of computer is made up of icons. Now let's check programs. You see, this is an icon, Snip2 icon. You can see they are peculiar. They are so unique, representing a particular item. You can see. So it's just like when you want to make your own logo, it has to be different from mine. So there must be something different. You can see this now. Because these are all what? Icons representing different programs. You can see, look at this now. It has its own icon. Look at it. You can see them displaying. Look at this, has its own icon. Look at this, has its own icon. It has its own what? Icon. So let me deactivate my zooming. Alright. Now that we have finished icons, now let's see the use of icons. Icon, like I told you, they can also represent a folder. Now, if you check this very well, you can see that what? This is an icon, this is an icon, it's an icon, it's an icon, it's an icon. But what? They are all folders. Now we now go to what is this folder? I've been making mention of folder for a very long time now. For so frequent in my mouth, I've been saying it for hundreds of times now. Now, what is a folder? Let's see what the folder looks like. Alright. Okay. Let me try to make it bigger for you to see. Now, you can see these are icons because it is pictorial. I'm talking about the picture now. Now, this is a folder. This is a folder. A folder is a particular item that can carry other items. Now, a folder can carry other things. The computer language for it is called what? Directory. Now, but Windows has represented it with a particular yellow, let me call it yellow, or a kind of light milky or yellow milky color, showing their folder, that this is a folder. Now, a folder, like we know, is something you can fold, but it can keep other things, keep other files. So it's like your files that you are having inside your house. When you carry it and put other papers inside, those papers are files. Why? What you keep it inside are called folder. Now, it depends on the size of the folder. So folder are so big to the extent that they can carry other folder. The more they carry other folder, the heavier it becomes, the bigger it becomes. That is what we now lead us into what? Lead us into size. Now, let's see first. This is a folder. You can see represented by a particular icon. But now let's go to library and see what other icons we are having. Now, these are also folders. You can see these are folders. These are folders. These are folders. But in this particular area that we are, is a library on its own. They are represented uniquely. You can see the way they represented them. But they are all folders. Never mind what they are saying. But this is a default what? Icon to represent document library, music library, video library, and picture libraries by Microsoft. Good. Now let's continue. Let's see. Folders can carry other folders. Folders can carry other folders. But files cannot carry files, cannot carry folders. Folders can carry other folders, can carry files. Let's see. If you check it very well, this is a file. How did I know that it's a file? If you check it very well to know that it's a file, just point to it. And you will see that there's going to be a description. Type what? Text document. Now, if you check it very well, look at it. Let me double click this. You can see it contains a folder. Let me double click this. These are all files. You can see type files. You can see the size. Give the size. Let's continue. Let's go back by using our Windows navigators buttons. Now, look at this. If you want to know a file, it will show in form of a paper. Then it will what? Become curved. That is how Microsoft has represented it. It's like a paper, but what? At the edge it will be curved. But a folder will show it in a way that what? You begin to see some things inside, especially when you make it larger. But what if you want to know a folder? Just point to it and let's see what it's going to show. Let's try to go and check others that we have here. Good. You can see created this, that. Now it will give a brief story about what are inside. You can see files that are inside. You can see that at the bottom it said files Kalimba made with what? You can see that's what it's showing. Now that is files. That is folder for you containing other files. But how do we know that these are actually files? Now come and check. Let's try to check this again. It's just that we cannot be able to see it very well. It is because this has been customized with a picture, so we cannot be able to see it very well. But you can see this one actually. You don't have to be confused. This is a music. It's because it's containing a music that is having a tagged picture. Now a tagged photograph. Now let's check it. If you want to know that if it's a file, you will see a particular logo attached to it separately at the edge, showing that what? This is a file. And it is what? It is what? Opened by that particular program, which is this. Like this one now is what? Opened by Windows Media Player. This is a Windows Media Player what? Program that can open this. Let's try to take it. How did I know that it's a Windows Media Player? It is because of what? It is a program that has its own word identity. You can see logo, or let me call it icon. Good. Now let's go into our documents. All right. Now let's continue. This is what a particular folder containing different files. Let's check it. Now you can see it's having an edge curved. With what? A particular what? Icon attached to it. This icon that is attached to it shows that what? That is the program that opens it. And this one that is here shows that it is Microsoft Word Documents. You can see. So that is all about folders and icons. Now, if I want to delete, how to delete these folders and files? If I want to delete, how do I delete them? When do I delete them first? And why should I delete them? Now, you know that documents are what? Group of data or information. That is what are collected to make a document. They are what? Recorded into being a file. And a file can only be made by what? A program. If there is no program, there's not going to be a file. So because a program is what make a file, definitely a file can only be opened by a program. So if that program is not inside your computer, it may not be opened, except there are other programs that have an integration or a particular association with that particular file to have, as in, they are enabled to open that particular file. That is only when it can open. Example is a text file. Microsoft Word can open a text file. So also it is possible for some particular type of Microsoft Word file, text notepad can open it, but not all. So those are programs. So to be able to, if a file is made, only a program can open a file. So that is it. That is why you are having a particular icon attached to that particular file. Now, why do you have to delete your files? Files are deleted when they are not useful, when they are not needed, when you look at them to be just taking space on your computer. Now, example is when you are having a video file in your computer. Now, this is a video file. It's 25 megabytes. Assuming you finish watching it, and discover it's no more. It's no more in use. You don't need it again. You can just delete it. Now, how do we delete these files or folder? You just carefully click on it, and when you right click on it, you just click delete. Now Windows is so good to the extent that it will ask you, are you sure you want to move this file to recycle bin? Recycle bin is like your basket or your dustbin where you pour the dirty that you sweep away from your kitchen. So it is still inside the house, but it has not yet gone out of the house, because you have not gone to empty your dustbin. You understand me? Now, that is what happens. So it does not mean that the space is recovered yet until finally you are finally destroyed or dispose that dirty away from from your recycle bin. So the recycle bin, the word recycle bin means that you can still go and take this file back. Remember that by the time you mistakenly throw away your spoon into your trash bin or your dustbin when you wanted to pour away some leftover food, what happens that by the time you go, especially when it is the only spoon that you have inside your room, Now remember that I went to throw away some dirt today. So you have to go back and say, so I believe my spoon should be inside. So because you later need it, that's why you went there. You now want to take your spoon back. That is what happens. So if you send it to the recycle bin, it's called recycle bin because you can still later get it back to recycle it back. But what if you delete it away from the recycle bin or you delete it permanently, you are not going to have it get it again. So that is that. But though there are some kind of technology that are available now that we can actually use to get files back again if we wish to get it back, but it is too advanced, so it is not for this particular course. So you can call us for more about that. Alright, now if I just as I click no, it's not going to be deleted, but when I click delete and it is deleted, it will go away from this place. Definitely, you can see it has gone. Now let's go and check where it is. If you go to your recycle bin, you come and see it here. This is wildlife. You can see wildlife is now inside there. So now if I want to now restore it back, remember that I have an address where I kept it before. I deleted it from inside videos, sample videos. Now I can still go and get it back by what? Go there and say, right click on the particular file and say restore. I can cut it. I can permanently just delete only this one. But if I want to empty this recycle bin, I can just click on empty recycle bin. We are going to talk more about recycle bin later. Now that is all about deleting. So if you want to actually delete again, you can actually click on the particular item and just click, and just either you click on delete, you can just click on maybe options, just say delete. There are many ways, or it may just be, if the other version of Windows, you can see delete here. So anywhere you see delete, by even right clicking it, you can just immediately you highlight it, meaning that immediately you highlight an item, meaning that you want to do something to it. So Windows is going to give you a suggestion of what you wish to do, and this is what we are seeing there. So that is that.